Okay, so I'm going to show how I'm going to hang that mirror on this wall, walk through the basic steps, and kind of talk through even a couple different ways of getting it done. So all of them should be a way that it should last. Yeah, so this mirror, just show you the back, there's oftentimes this is the way it's going to be, and it'll also be very similar for if you're hanging a picture or something like that. But oftentimes they have, especially for mirrors, you can hang it vertically or horizontally, and so you can see on, they've got 3 mounts to hang with, and basically all you have to do is make it so that the screw would go in the middle on both of those if you're going to hang it horizontally like I am, and it just slides up into that middle slot. Yeah, let's talk through the steps for how I'm going to do that. So when hanging your mirror, there's a couple different choices you can use when deciding what kind of screws to screw into your wall, depending on the type of wall you have, etc. One choice is something like this. Basically, you end up drilling a hole through your wall. Obviously use a drill bit, and then you'd make it just big enough, the hole just big enough so that this can fit in, and when it comes on the back side, to the inside of your wall, that will spread out, and you push it in with this screwed through the middle. So you shove it through your wall, you press into your hole and pop out, and then you just screw this in the rest of the way, and it spreads out the surface area on the back of the wall over that large space, and it lasts pretty long. Almost all of these wall mounting brackets or screws will show a basic weight limit, and like this one, it says holds 50 pounds. I like these. Screw and anchor in one is what it says on the front here. It also says 50 pounds. It's very simple because there isn't, you don't have to drill a hole. You can just screw this right in. And it says, goes into drywall, metal studs, plaster, brick, wood, concrete. Pretty legit stuff. 50 pounds. Same as this is obviously the advertised. Same as this. It's just a lot easier. I more recently found out about these, and they have worked well for the applications I've used. Then you've got self-drilling drywall anchors. You have a couple different types of drywall anchors. There's a couple ways, and other ways where you wouldn't have to use anything extra special besides just a 2-inch screw or so. You wouldn't have to use like these items I was just talking through. If you know where your studs are. There's a couple different ways of finding studs. One of the more creative and still effective, inexpensive ways of finding a stud is with one of these, which basically is a magnet. That's all it is a magnet. And if your wall's drywall, obviously they had to adhere that drywall into your studs. That's pretty much the only thing strong enough back there to hold most drywall on. And the screws in the drywall are all metal. Obviously it's ferrous, so the magnets attract to it, and so you just have to find, like you can see there's another one there, so it just highly suggests that I've got a stud that's probably running right down here. So that could be a mounting point. It oftentimes it doesn't necessarily mean that if I found a stud there and I found a stud there, it's going to line up perfectly with the mounting points on the back of your mirror, your picture frame. But that is something else. To walk through what I did here, I basically held this mirror against my wall exactly where I wanted it. I even took my level, laid it on that top edge of the mirror on my wall so I could make sure it was level, and then I marked with a pencil a line where the top of the mirror was and the side on both sides, top of the mirror and side. And so basically what I'm going to use is my measurements here of the distance from the top of the mirror to the hole, the distance of the side of the mirror to the hole on both these sides.
Right, so
from those lines. I've measured down from that line, from the top of the mirror line, from the side of the mirror line over, made my cross, put my screw in the middle on both sides. I left the screw just slightly out from the wall, just enough space for that metal there to slide into, and pretty much ready to hang this thing up there. So, alright, so mirror's up, looks pretty square, got some fingerprints all over it, but I'll wash those off. And yeah, feels very strong, flat against the wall, lines up like it should. A slightly different type of mirror here, and basically I want to measure, put the mirror on the wall where I want, make a line up here where the top of the mirror is, and then I have to measure the distance when this is, fully stretched out, when it's going to have the weight of the mirror on it. Where does it come to? I have to measure that distance, go back to my wall where I made the top line mark, measure down, screw my drywall screw of choice into that location, stick it out, make sure the screw head is sticking out just enough so that it can catch on this mounting point here. And alright, so here's another mirror hung, just like that, basic same principles as that guy, 2 different types. Anyway, thanks for watching. If there's any questions, let me know. Have a good day. Thanks.